In the previous video, I tested how well MOE models Gemma 4, Qwen3.5 and Qwen3.6 are able to navigate a massive JavaScript file from my LTE modem. I need that because I'm building an application which logs into my home modem and pulls radio signal strength from it, periodically and automatically, so I always know how good my connection really is. This source file contains logic on how to pass my login credentials and request radio signal metrics. But it turned out that it's huge, cryptic and with a lot of boilerplate code, quite a challenge for LLMs. So I'm searching for a capable model which can understand it and connect the dots reliably. And I'm testing Gemma 4 and Qwen lineup for that. But as the previous benchmark showed, when the context is large and source is convoluted, Gemma 4 struggles. A positional memory recall query returns data that is cut too soon and with missing or added lines. See my previous video for more details. But hey, that was an MOE model with 26 billion parameters and only 4 billion active ones. And I didn't test the dense one yet. Could it be that Gemma 4 31B doesn't have this issue? And what about Qwen3.6? Its MOE model 35B A3B showed promising results already, but still had one failure lingering. Could we actually get a perfect run from the dense Qwen3.6 27B one? Let's figure it out. And yeah, this went sideways fast. We'll run the tests in a minute, but to understand the results deeply, we need to grasp the architecture differences between these models. Both MOE and dense Gemma 4 models use sliding window attention with a 5-to-1 pattern. 5 local layers and a global one, and it repeats. But the issue is that in these sliding window attention layers, each token only sees a 1K token window in the context. This design improves speed at the cost of context recall quality. How does it work at all then? The trick lies in these 5 interleaved global attention layers. They read the full context and inject a summary back into the residual stream. The pattern is sharpen locally, gather globally, sharpen locally, gather globally. But they're still just lossy checkpoints, diluted by these local layers in between. But what if we had more of them? To my excitement, I found that the dense 31B model has exactly that. It has 60 layers instead of 30, with the same 5-to-1 pattern. This gives you 10 global layers instead of 5. And each layer writes into a residual vector that's almost twice as wide too. That's twice the checkpoints, each carrying twice the information. If 26B MOE model scanned the context with 5 blurry snapshots, the dense 31B uses 10 and sharper ones. This must help it with this context recall benchmark, right? Let's run it and see it. Brace for impact. By the way, if you're enjoying this, leave a like and subscribe. I pulled Gemma 4 31B weights, started up the llama.cpp server, and honestly I thought it will just crash. Why? Because a dense model needs much more memory for the same context size compared to an MOE one. And I need 128K context size to load that huge JavaScript file. Let me show you this visually in LM Studio. On the left side is the MOE 26B model with 128K context, and it needs 23 GB of memory. On the right side is the dense 31B, and with the same Q8 KV quant applied, it still needs 38 GB. That's 15 GB more. 15. I don't have that. So I was pleasantly surprised llama.cpp didn't simply crash. In contrast, these overloads with MLX LM runtime usually give my Mac a red screen of death instead. But being a smart piece of software, llama.cpp continued to push through. But of course the swap started exploding, and swapping to SSD is super slow. I could of course waited, eventually it would have given results, maybe even tomorrow. But hey, this is a memory quality, not a patience test. So I stopped it and decided to think of something else. In the meantime, what about the dense Qwen3.6 model? Qwen uses gated DeltaNet for 3 out of every 4 layers. And the trick is that gated DeltaNet memory doesn't grow with context, it's fixed. So 3/4 of Qwen's layers stay the same size whether you're at 4K or 128K. And the result is that this dense 27B model consumes 14 GB less than the Gemma 4 dense one. It's a win on its own. So I launched llama.cpp and ran the benchmark. We'll ask the model to reproduce the first 20 lines of the requested function following its opening brace. We'll repeat that with 16 different functions from this JavaScript file of 8,700 lines of code. Will the model stay accurate, or starts to drift, bails out early, and invents code? It took exactly 10 minutes for context prefill. Speed is what you pay for dense inference. Then results started trickling in. Just look at this, how interesting! Qwen3.6 27B is consistently adding function signatures at the first line, even though we asked it to reproduce the lines following the opening brace of the function. Let's say it's trying to be helpful. That's not really a failure for this use case. Apart from that, reproduction of code is super clean here. I got excited that we may see a perfect run. But then I noticed that the fifth requested function prompt is hanging. GPU was running at full heat, but the model just couldn't finish the output. It entered a degenerate loop. This function is tricky. It has a long line with a repetitive APN config sequence that goes from 0 to 19. These highly repetitive structure tokens are a known trap for transformers. As they have no counter, there's no natural stopping signal here. So I had to exclude this function to let the benchmark finish. Hey, and here are the results. Wait, all red? No way. It's that extra function signature it printed. We agreed to take it in. Ignoring that, look how beautiful and consistent outputs are. Qwen3.6 27B printed at least 15 lines for each function. This one even more. And there are no missing lines and no hallucinations. The closest result to this we got from Qwen3.6 35B A3B in the previous video. I wish this dense Qwen didn't get into that degenerate loop. Would have been a clean winner. Oh well. So what about the dense Gemma, which I couldn't fit into memory? I had to make it easier for it. I decided to split the file into two halves and load twice as little 64K context size. Fingers crossed. I really want to see Gemma 4 succeed here. Do you remember? This 31B has twice the global attention layers compared to the 26B A4B from the previous episode. But it's still sliding window attention, and not gated DeltaNet as in Qwen. This just in! Ooh, this is exciting. By the way, if you're enjoying this, leave a like and subscribe. First function ideal, second function ideal. Third function a bit early stop but good. Next, perfect. Next, also early stop after this huge return statement. Next, perfect. Next. Okay, this one's a real failure. Gemma 4 31B tried to match the code style prevalent in this file, but it changed what the function returns. The original returned an object with 3 fields. The new one actually returns only the last CMD string. This is how JavaScript works. I even made a tiny test to see this in action. And if we scroll down, we see more mistakes. And they seem to be around these huge return statements. Next one's good. This one hallucinated the function name. Next one's good. And this one lost 2 commands from the string. Same error as with the MOE model. No wonder it's hard to understand relationships in the file for it. Okay, that's the first half of the file. Let's quickly run the second half. Fast forward to results. Voila. So did this Gemma 4 31B dense model do a better job than the Gemma 4 24B A4B from the previous episode? It turns out yes. For accuracy, I reran the MOE model on the split file setup with 64K context. And here are the results. You can see that the heavy 31B is substantially better at recalling these functions verbatim. Twice the global attention layers and extra parameters really help it. But did it beat Qwen 3.6? 27B dense or the 35B MOE model? No, not yet. And with Qwen's gated DeltaNet, I could fit the whole context size without splitting the file. That's how memory efficient it is. Yet, Qwen got stuck in a degenerate loop on that one convoluted function. Gemma didn't have that issue. I can't stop wondering, what if Gemma 5 used gated DeltaNet? Would that make it one crazy local model? In the meantime, I need to finish my LTE modem crawler application and get those radio signal strength metrics out of it. And I will try using Qwen3.6 for that. Stay tuned, and let's see if it survives the challenge. Which Gemma 4 model do you prefer? Or are you selecting Qwen3.6? Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and come back for more. I wish you a great day, and I see you next time.